Hello there, everybody. Thank you, Shoimi, for that stream. Hope you win all your battles, even though there was quite a few losses there. There was quite a few losses there. Hey, Kira. Hey, Walk the Grid. JB Saints, Tuka Champ, Don't Rope. Gallo Holosaur, the wrong way round, Techie. And we've got someone here in Discord with me as well.
Hello.
Don't know who that is. Don't know who that guy is. You forgot to say goodbye. I'll say goodbye for you, Shoimi. Goodbye. I'm Shoimi. Wow, I really misread that Wampus Gaming. I read that as thank God it's hollow. I'm going to go cry in some corner now. Don't go cry in a corner. Don't do that. Cry in the openness of the street where everybody can watch.
Let the emotions out.
Yeah, it's healthy, man. It's healthy.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I cried. When was the last time you cried?
My grandfather's funeral.
I was expecting you to say the last town hall because it wasn't land this week.
And there I am thinking and giving you a serious answer. I did watch the last town hall as I was going to sleep earlier.
Yeah, there was lots of information about tower defense and its potential release. There was lots about the potential release of potential releases.
Yeah, and they fixed a few quality of life issues, as they refer to them as.
I like the one about not allowing creatures with retaliate to retaliate after their death.
Yeah, that's kind of something you think they would have done from the beginning, but I mean, better late than never.
Something that I'd never noticed when playing the game. I just thought that, it would be a cool and fun mechanic, though. I mean, I think we've already got retribution or whatever it's called in the game where you do damage to all the enemies on the enemy team. I could think of more controversial names for that skill, but I'll keep my mouth shut.
As you should, good sir.
It's all about reading between the lines.
But some of them did kind of like surprise me. Like Brawl's going to 3 minutes is great, but like why was it not 3 minutes from the beginning?
I don't know. I think originally the gameplay was 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but as the cards and the range of cards expanded, it became 3 minutes. But Brawl's tournaments being on a different model or engine, I suppose, never had that feature updated, maybe.
Oh, that makes sense. Oddly, okay. Yeah.
Because I did want to bring up the release notes to see what else I may have missed there.
There's the one about the API pulls for the rentals.
Monsters with life leech and dispel will no longer gain life that was removed due to dispel removing bonus health. That's a pretty hard one to wrap one's head around, but
I have no idea what you just said.
What I think that means is when you've got strengthen on an enemy monster, then you hit it with life leech, you're leeching life based on that creature's max health.
Yeah.
And you get stuff like health, because that's what you do when you life leech, surprisingly. I don't know why my brain just went blank for a number of seconds.
I had a death focus a few days ago and was playing life leech a lot, and I'm like, wow, this is pretty OP. Yeah. I normally just play blue or green.
Yeah, life leech is one of my favorite skills in the game.
It's pretty darn dope.
It's really good in Equalizer as a rule set as well, because then everybody starts with the same amount of health. What are you talking about with a timer, JB Saints?
That I think for the Brawl time, it's a timer.
Yeah. It may have something to do with the code if they instanced the way in which it worked. Yes, Scotty Fortune, rest in peace, Life Leech Blast, indeed. I loved playing Life Leech monsters in Blast rule sets. No, Life Leech does not work with Blast. It used to, but that got patched out. That got patched out some time ago. was
Why?
so good having a Stitch Leech in Blast rule set, or anyone in Yoden's team that had Life Leech was just, it was so good.
Anyone who invested their whole life savings in Stitch Leeches got kind of hosed.
I have a gold foil Stitch Leech.
Ooh.
I am under the hose.
You have a gold foil everything though.
No, I don't.
Close.
Well, I should go ahead and open one of these Gladius cases and see whether or not I get a gold foil anything.
I got the worst Gladius case ever earlier, so please get something better.
I'll get something worse, I assure you. And welcome, Rick. Thank you for coming to hang out.
My pleasure. Rick. Crazy Gladius case earlier. I got 3 rares and an epic, and it was all trash.
Well, I have 3 rares in this one.
I had 1 rare, 4 commons.
Let's see. Mr. Strongsword, whose first name is Hugo. Mr. Wallstop, whose name is Chimney. Do chimneys stop wars, or do wars stop at the chimney?
Neither.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see who this rare is.
Chimneys start at walls.
Cutter Bries. Paladon Rack. Aurela Abaddon. None of those are particularly impressive cards.
Not particularly. They're okay, though.
What about these ones? What's going to be in this here packet? I feel like that was a packet of instant noodles that I just opened up, and I'm hoping this is like a more upmarket, like a Hokkien noodle or something. But I don't think so. There's only 1 rare in this pack. Chimney makes another appearance. Catrabella. She's better than a common. I don't know why she's a common.
She's better than Yasik.
She's way better. Another strong sword. And who's the rare? I don't mind Liza Fox.
She's fine.
She's actually quite great. Like, Death has a remarkably good collection of ranged monsters.
That is not false.
So
I've been saying for a while, Death ranged is ridiculous. If Death ever got General Sloan, oh my god.
Just imagine playing them with Selenia Sky. You can do this. You have my Selenia Sky.
Especially since I'm generally alpha beta brawls.
Yeah. I don't have any I don't have any alpha beta death cards really.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've been getting absolutely whooped these last couple of brawl cycles ever since I switched guilds, because I joined Peak Monsters Hurricane, so now I'm in tier 4. And I went in and I was like, yeah, normally I do Frey 11, which is the alpha beta silver league or gold league. And they're like, okay, you're assigned Frey 15, which is alpha beta diamond league. And in 4. And the first one I went 1 and 4, and then this one I went 2 and 3. Like, all right, well, I'm doing my best, guys. I'm sorry.
Do you have the Hive account ready of Rick loses again? So to join future phrase. Sean NFT asks, when is my next proposal? Well, I have 46,055 DC. Let's see how much my rentals are bringing in per day.
Are you saying that if you have enough for a proposal, we can write one on the spot?
No, I definitely don't have enough for a proposal because I've only got 46,000 DC. But if we go 100,000, take away 46,000, then we divide that by 956, which is how many DCs I'm getting from my rental. About 56 days before I could have another proposal up, Sean.
Unless, of course, you would like to sponsor it, Sean. In which case, yes, we can do another one on the spot.
Yeah, but we would roll dice to determine what the proposal is.
I like that idea.
Oh. Or we could just ask ChatGPT to write us a proposal that it thinks would be appropriate.
No, we would roll dice. We would say 6 things. For example, a token, a card. So one thing could be I don't even know how to do it. You should ask ChatGPT a mechanism of randomly creating a proposal.
I'm logging in to do just that. It wants me. Do I have a password?
But yeah, it would be at least 56 days.
That is not my password.
But this meme of yours, Kevin, this one in particular made me cackle when I looked at this before the stream. Rewriting my will today. Burn my DC with my body as I'll be dead when land comes out.
I thought of you when I wrote that one. I'm not joking. I literally thought of you. I was actually kind of catering to you with that one. Rick liked it too, because I think we were chatting when I posted this, right, Rick?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought that was absolutely hilarious. It's funny.
Just because he's so happy.
It's also funny because I'm having surgery on Monday and there's a real risk that I could die.
In the cab on the way to the hospital.
Absolutely. The best way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Or like right outside the hospital, there's like a massive car crash. And it's like, oh no, we've got to take this guy to the hospital. And they take you to a hospital that's really far away instead of the one that's literally right there.
Because the one that you're right there is on lockdown for some reason.
Yeah. Because a car crashed into it or something.
Imagine. I'd like to think that the hospital workers would just like rush out to your rescue, but like part of me feels like
that wouldn't you?
Would you rush out to my rescue?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm a lifeguard.
I'm guarding the life. Yes, but he's got limbs hanging from gristle. Yes, but I'm guarding his life. But you're not doing anything to actually help him. I'm just guarding. Just guarding.
I've always wanted to be a surgeon. I mean, you could be my first.
He's medical.
But in any case, there will be no stream for me on Monday. So on Monday, when Rick ends his stream, he will end it to silence. Not silence the streamer. I mean, silence is in the absence of my voice. Because I will probably be unable to speak. So I'm not going to be streaming on Monday. And as I said earlier this week, no one will be taking my spot because I want you guys to miss me. Selfish. I might come and troll the Twitch chat if I'm awake enough to do that on Monday night. Just be like, haha, you guys don't have me on stream, but I'm still here to taunt you in the chat. So
if you're not capable, I can pretend to be you and do
it. He's appropriated his Twitch login now.
Or we could just train an AI to deepfake your voice in advance, and I could pretend to be you.
I think that there's enough videos of mine talking about Splinterlands on my YouTube channel that you could probably train a Holozor Splinterlands AI streamer.
I'm sure
pretty flawlessly. There's hundreds of hours. Like there's at least 600 hours of footage.
Wow. Regardless of what happens on Monday, we'll all be fine, is what we're saying.
Yes. You guys will carry on. I might be in a box.
Hollows in a box.
But then you guys just get to have an unboxing experience on your new unboxing YouTube channel or something.
Isn't it kind of like ripping a pack when you think about it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It is.
That's what I thought.
I'm just sad that I can't combine any of these gladiators to maximum level. I may die without having a max level gladiator card.
I have 3 more memes to post, but I'm scared.
What are you scared of?
The meanies.
The meanies.
He's scared of being the next Rick.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't know what the causal mechanism bringing out Rick determined. Actually, I wouldn't even really care. I'm just gonna meme away. I have other accounts.
Maxed out Dry Brain Barbarian. Cool.
Oh, Barbarian, not Raider.
Yeah,
I was going to say congratulations.
Yeah. I got
gold.
You were saying you've got some sort of gold?
Oh no, I got gold foil rewards cards earlier from that summoner from the Fire Splinter that is like a donkey or a horse.
Oh, the
Eternal
Eternal. Yeah, that one.
And he's a llama.
He's a Oh, okay. Well, I was close.
Well, no, Llama Tor.
What is that a new thing?
Yeah, it's a llama minotaur.
Right, but did Splinterlands invent that?
Yes.
That's a pretty big achievement.
At the request of Crypto Llama.
Is that part of Joker serious?
No, that's
Serious.
dead serious. Like,
Yeah.
Crypto Llama was like, I want a llama tour, and Aggie was like, you know what? That's actually a great idea.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I want land.
Speaking of that, I may have just posted another meme about that.
I'm leveling up my soulbound cards. It's probably incredibly riveting, I'm sure.
As one does.
I'm physically riveting them. I click cancel instead of combine. Oh my god, my brain is just not present.
Rattled.
Yes. When did Rick joke about SPL history? He's always joked about SPL history. He's an SPL meme historian.
Yeah, I was actually going through, and because Rebecca was watching the live stream, I was going through a bunch of my memes, started from the beginning, and was going through, and I was like, I hit on a couple of them, like the hard to swallow pills. Repricing Rift Watchers packs will not sell Rift Watchers packs, and it was like, oh, well, this one aged really well because that passed, and look, now they want to burn them all.
And it's not. I think there was something discussed on the town hall about reserving some Rift Watcher cards for rewards in daily chests, season chests, etc. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
Would they be soulbound?
No, because they're Rift Watchers packs.
Packs, you mean? Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought you said card.
No.
Well, they belong to the DAO.
Oh, good. You had that thought too. That was my immediate thought as well.
I mean, if I was to speak bluntly, I feel like the DAO already has to carry enough water for mistakes that have been made in the past. I don't think it's the DAO's place to provide rewards.
I'm
of that sort.
I'm with you. I think that the packs should not be distributed from the DAO if there is a proposal for that in the future, because those packs are essentially the DAO's property.
Yes.
And well, all of the packs are the DAO's property.
Yeah.
But as part of the current pre-proposal that Matt put out today or yesterday.
Oh, there is one. I didn't know.
Yeah, which is to start the daily burn of Rift Watchers packs.
Interesting.
And it will be 15,000 packs a day that are removed from the store. 90% of those, 13,500, will be burned. The other 1,500 would be set aside for future promotional use.
Was this put forth by Team Matt?
Yeah.
Creator Matt?
Yeah. I've just got that up on the stream now.
I did not realize that earlier. This is called moral hazard in economic terms. Only in as much as...
If this proposal is approved, no more packs were to be sold, and the set would be sold out in just about 130 days. In reality, taking into account packs purchased by players, it should sell out sooner than that. While some people might worry that the DAO is giving up long-term revenue by burning inventory in exchange for more short-term revenue, I believe the potential downside will have minimal impact and the potential upsides far outweigh it. I believe that the downside is minimal because the DAO will sell a new mini set at some point next year after Rebellion is released and will continue to sell mini sets into the future, so it will always have additional sources of revenue over the long term. You know what would have given the DAO an additional source of revenue over the long term? My previous proposal, but hey... Additionally, future sales by the DAO will likely perform better if previous packs and cards are more scarce and more valuable on secondary markets, which is why I believe it will be better. If they're more valuable on secondary markets, then secondary markets are getting that value, not the DAO. So I disagree with that point on a personal level. If this proposal is approved and the packs begin to regularly be taken out of the sale pool, then it will force the set to sell out and the remaining airdrops to be triggered in the next few months. This should highly incentivize players to begin purchasing packs at a much faster rate leading up to the airdrops and to the set selling out. It doesn't intensify It doesn't intensify or incentivize my purchasing plans because I've already purchased all my plans. I've already got all of my Rift Watchers cards maxed out. I already bought my 2,000 packs.
Do you kind of get like the feeling, so to speak, of like you look at this proposal and you're like, what's in it for me?
I see nothing in it for me.
Yeah. I don't see anything in it for any of the users.
The one thing that's in it for me is a handful and a half of Soulbound reward cards. Not Soulbound reward cards. Airdrops. Rift Watchers airdrops.
Yeah.
Like as in individual cards, but that's still not going to max out those cards, and I'll have to go to the market to max out those because even though I bought the mathematically required number of packs to max out my collection, somehow I need to buy more packs than is required to max out my collection to be eligible for maxed out airdrops, which is one of the things I don't agree with about the structure of the airdrops. I calculated it as I'd essentially need to buy 2 max sets in order to be eligible for all the airdrops at max. Well, if I got the minimum guaranteed.
I don't have any Rift Watchers cards.
I have some.
But I'm keen to read the comments on this. Unrelated, but quick suggestion to help balance the card supply. I brought this up a few months back on Town Hall. Card graveyard on land. Each plot gets a permanent boost of PP for each card burned on it up until the 100k PP limit. The burn bonus equals... Now that's a proposal I could get behind. So you don't want to put workers on land, burn cards on that land, have a graveyard. I like that. Maybe only be able to do it on swamps. Give swamps some utility.
But I really struggle with this proposal.
There's an idea. Burn them and then no more mini sets. Give the DAO 20% of main pack sales.
Oh, that's a spicy proposal.
So
honestly, I do like the mini sets.
Yeah, I do like them. I do like the mini sets too, but what if they were mini sets that were in the packs? So you rip open a Rebellion pack, you could get a core Rebellion card, or you could get a mini set card.
Do you kind of mean like as if a collection would have packs selling a whole set of NFTs, but it would kind of release like different NFTs on a daily basis type thing?
No. Like you've got a single pack, but that pack might contain a core Rebellion card or a Rebellion mini set card.
Oh, so you might have a slot with a percentage X of Rebellion, percentage Y of
like 4 of the cards are Rebellion cards, 1 card is a mini set card.
Mm-hmm. The issue I see there is that it would detract from the I guess kind of like notion that it's actually a separate set.
True.
Yeah, I honestly do enjoy like how we had Untamed and Dice and Chaos Legion and Rift Watchers and Rebellion and whatever the mini set for Rebellion is. I think that is okay. I think the whole aspect of the mini sets being owned by the DAO is just kind of silly, but whatever. I'm willing to go with it.
Yeah,
it would be better to 20% of pack sales just go to the DAO and have all of the packs owned by the company. That would make more sense and be a whole lot less of a hazard for new players to figure out. Not that it really affects them, but like I feel like that would be a more elegant system.
What I'm struggling with here from a professional point of view, like not a personal point of view, is the team is part of the DAO in the sense that team members hold staked SPS and are making a proposal that basically just benefits the team.
I think what the team needs to do is restructure the way that cards are sold in packs to begin with. If we're implementing this burn mechanic, and we've done it for Chaos Legion, and we're proposing that we do it for Rift Watchers, would it not be better that future card sales are for each month? This is how many cards will be packs will be issued. If they are not sold by the end of the month, they will be burned. And the real shtick there, and the real kicker is, what I've really liked about these Soulbound reward cards is the fact that they can't be traded, means that we haven't seen these cards come into high-level play immediately. It's been sort of this slow growth of these cards, because you have to get them, you have to level them up, you have to earn them. So it would create this constant buy pressure. So if I could only buy 100 cards per month, 100 packs per month, but I had to buy 100 packs per month over 12 months to get my 1,200 packs in order to max out my entire deck, that A, keeps me engaged in the game longer, B, makes me sort of impatient and anxious to want to level those cards up, and C, knowing that if other players don't buy them that month, then they're going to be gone forever. So you sort of create this scarcity on the basis of, this is how many we're releasing. You do a slow release instead of a bang, here they all are. It also then enables the team to have more steady revenue, because not all of that appetite for those cards is going to get gobbled up right at the start.
The issue there, though, is that you're dealing with multiple economic cycles. You're dealing with crypto mini bear, and you're also, not only that though, you're dealing with potential economic cycles. What if a recession hits during month X?
I mean, you think of it like a car manufacturer. You know, they're building only so many cars per month.
But these are core gameplay assets that, my counter argument to you is that the gameplay assets are meant to exist in some form of balance or harmony with each other.
Yeah, but what we've seen with Rift Watchers and all the other mini sets is an enormous sales smash.
Yes.
At the start, then no sales. So how do you ensure those sales are ongoing? And really the only way I can think of that working that way is by creating that artificial scarcity.
I like the idea.
That is foolish in the realm of business, because if you've got lots of stuff and you can infinitely reproduce it, you want to try and sell as much of it as quickly as you possibly can to maximize the amount of money, because that's what business is about. But
I personally like the idea of a subscription model.
That could sort of be perceived as a subscription model, because, you know, you've got to keep coming back every month to come and get your cards.
If you commit, for example, to a certain number of packs per month.
Or it could be like this linear scale of, if you buy 10 packs in the first month, you're then entitled to buy 20 packs in the second month. If you bought 20 packs in the second month, you can buy 40 packs in the third month. Something, I don't know. There's so many ways you could play with it and experiment with it. But I'd also wager that the team would sort of listen to me saying all of this and be like, we don't want to experiment with such things, because it's literally what puts food on our table. And hey, Jagged, welcome.
What I'm wondering, and I'd be curious as to your thoughts on this from a governance perspective, is when a team member, or especially a team member, let's just say, makes a proposal, should the team have to abstain from voting on it because of their immense staking power?
I think it's their personal stake, though. It hasn't directly been obtained.
It's really hard to differentiate.
Yeah.
Though. Because, I mean, let's be real. It's solely... I mean, this proposal, for me, is kind of like the embodiment of the notion that I don't really see this as potentially benefiting anybody but the team. The DAO is not going to get anything out of it. So that's why that comes to mind. It's just because the team has so much power, as they should, in a private business. They did create a DAO.
Okay, so here's a response from Matt later on the post. My thinking is that we should stop trying to guess the proper production level, which is nearly impossible with the rate that things change in this space, and instead just plan this burn mechanic up front. Hello, my dream is becoming a reality. So that way we let the market decide, which is almost better than central planning. Specifically for future sets, I'm thinking that we plan a relatively high number of packs, as we did for Chaos Legion and Rift Watchers, and then let everyone know up front that once a year has passed, that's the part I don't like, that once a year has passed from the beginning of the pack sale, any remaining packs will be burned on a daily basis over the next 6 months. For example, if Rebellion is 10 million packs, which is quite a lot, then if only 1 million sell in the first year, then the remaining 9 million packs will be burned in equal increments. I'm going to reply to that and say, how would you feel about doing a staggered release of packs? How would you feel about doing a staggered release of packs and then burning on a monthly basis right from the get-go in order to encourage more purchases?
I'm sure they would love to start burning at the beginning of the second month.
Yeah. How would you feel about staggered release packs and then burning on a monthly basis any unsold packs instead of waiting for X period in total? For instance, if the pack set has 10 million packs, month 1 million packs available with X being burned each day. If sell rate is less than 1 million divided by 30 divided by
I know what I would say to you if I own the project.
Yeah, look, I'm interested to see what would be said though. What would you say? Month 2.
I can't say it on Splinterlands TV.
1 million packs available.
I'm not even trying to be a smart aleck. I just like... Yeah, no. Can't do it.
I honestly feel like it shouldn't even be a number of packs. It should just be, we release the main set on such and such day every year, and it is available for that year. And then it is no longer available, and the next set comes out.
Yeah. I can see that.
Just going to edit that post.
I think I'd actually be good with that.
I mean, that was something that the community was, really talking about and behind when the Burn Chaos Legion proposal was just being bandied about. Honestly, I think the first person I heard mention it was Daru, and it was like, I threw my support behind that, and there were a whole bunch of other people who did as well. It's like, that seems like
I think
a solution to all of the problems.
I think that this is going to be one that I'm going to actually abstain from, that I'm not going to vote on at all.
Why?
Because my vote doesn't do anything. No. If it comes to be that my vote has a deciding factor, I would vote against.
Okay.
But Dave McCoy actually made an interesting comment in there that he'll never vote to burn DAO assets because that's not in the DAO's interest to do so.
100%.
And that is how I would feel as well.
And that's the issue, again, for me, was the team being in the DAO.
Just catching up on the Twitch chat here. Where an issue occurs if there is perceived insider trading that you know is going to happen, and you pre-buy stakes. Yeah. The team is also a group of players. I respect that, and I prefer to see the team side on matters rather than just making ghost accounts and voting anonymously. Yeah, it is a thin line.
I'd like to see some more regulation of the crypto space, personally.
I don't.
I know.
It's more fun without it.
I'm one of those people with that unpopular opinion.
But I am kind of sad that we supported the Chaos Legion packs being in rewards, because I'd argue that had we not had Chaos Legion cards available in packs every second day when someone gets a reward chest, that sort of thing, it may have given more value to the existing Chaos Legion cards.
Oh my god, yeah, I was thinking of the price depreciation of the packs themselves, and it's just like, wow.
Because the I'm in the wrong spot. I meant to go to the market. I mean, a tower defense pack is worth twice a Chaos Legion pack, and we don't even know what it is in a tower defense pack yet.
Although, to be fair, they were worth almost twice as much as a Chaos Legion pack when they were sold by the companies.
True.
Were they $6?
No,
$8
they were
if you
$8.
didn't use a voucher.
Wow, I paid $8 a pack? Darn.
If you didn't use a voucher.
I would not have used the voucher, no, not at that point.
Oh, no, you do use the voucher.
But
No,
it's interesting that...
The voucher was worth $3.
No, when I bought these like right after I started playing, I think, or shortly thereafter.
Oh, that's right, because you accidentally bought Nightmare packs and you were like, how do I open these? I want to get cards so I can play battle. And we were like...
No, that was the second incident where I was planning on buying 20 or 40 Chaos Legion packs to open all at once because they were so dirt cheap, and I bought Nightmare packs instead, not realizing it. Contacted support because I'm like, where are my Chaos Legion packs? Not realize, and I felt kind of dumb.
What are the Rift Watches packs called on
Nightmare?
No, Rift Watches. They're just called Rift.
Yeah.
Because I'm interested to see. Well, that's surprising to see that Rift Watches packs have like tanked, and that this proposal hasn't seen their price increase. Because you would think that if this proposal were to pass, $3.60 for a Rift Watcher pack.
Wow.
You'd think that if a proposal like this were to pass, that people would be like stocking up on Rift Watcher packs because they're about to get scarce.
Yeah.
But what that suggests to me is that people that want to stock up on Rift Watcher packs are probably already stocked up on Rift Watcher packs.
Yep.
Let's go see.
But for me, it all comes back to the idea that the DAO should never...
The DAO already has 13,589 Rift Watchers packs. It's the largest holder.
What is their current purpose?
They're just Rift Watchers packs. They contain 5 randomly selected cards from the Rift Watchers mini set.
Strong answer.
What I'd love to see stats on is who's opened the most Rift Watcher sets. And where do I sit on that list?
Fair
Pretty
point.
high up on that.
Because I opened all of mine on stream.
What made you decide to ape into the Rift Watchers above anything
Because
else?
I didn't do it with dice, and I regretted not having a Milo.
Oh. Okay. Would you agree with me that dice was a better set?
Yes.
Okay.
But dice only became really strong when Chaos Legion was released.
Fair.
Because I always saw dice as belonging to Untamed. Which it did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there was some really strong synergies between dice and Chaos Legion. And I feel as though that might be the same case with Rift Watchers.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm also still waiting for land. But I've noticed in the Splinterlands Discord, in the tower defense channel, the Soulkeep channel, there's a guy that has been pretty consistently for the last 200 days now been posting that meme of the skeleton with the whole day 197 of waiting for Soulkeep, day 198 of waiting for Soulkeep, day 199 of waiting for Soulkeep. And it just went day 200 of him waiting for Soulkeep.
Are we 200 days past the original release date?
Did you say the Saltkeep channel? Oh my god. I need to do a full inspect element once Soulkeep is released and make it Saltkeep. You got to defend your salt mines from the invading monsters. That's why they've delayed it. They needed to rebrand the game to Saltkeep. It understands. Yes, me being an it now. It understands now. It's Saltkeep. Oh, I love it. A Nightmare Tower Salt Shaker. Believe me, I'd play it. And particularly if I was fighting against slimes. I feel as though the salt would be excellent defense against slimes.
Lols.
Because
would you buy 200 more Soulkeep packs if you got a redeemable Salt Shaker?
No. I'd say, why don't I get a Salt Shaker for my packs that I've already purchased?
This would be a limited edition.
No. It'll be drop shipped from the lowest bidder. No.
Of course it would be.
It would not be hand carved by the team themselves.
It could be if you paid a certain amount.
I'd rather Big Barge's got it, a Nightmare Tower Peppermill. Nah, except it would need to have ghost chili powder in it.
Oh yeah.
Man, suddenly I just want hot chips now.
I just ate some hot habanero mackerel. Yummy.
Because I bought some ghost chicken salt.
Ooh.
Ghost chicken salt.
Yeah,
Nice.
so... Oh, by the way, Rick, the package that I sent you, I got a notification today.
Say that again?
The package that I sent Rick, containing the t-shirt that Jagged made.
Oh, yes.
It's in LA now. It's awaiting customs clearance in LA before it will make its way to you.
Gotcha.
What speed did you send that at?
Regular post. It went on a plane, though.
Yeah, one would think.
I'm not sure how else it would get from Australia to the United States.
On a sailboat.
On a yacht. On Jeff Bezos' personal yacht.
As it should
one?
be.
Which one? I knew that was going to be what you said. Jagged says Boomerang Express, but it would just come straight back to me.
Well, it's got to go through customs, so it still might.
Well, it made its way through Australian customs, so that's a good sign. But yeah, I can't help but wonder that Chaos Legion packs would be the same price or perhaps half the price of Untamed packs if they weren't still being distributed as daily rewards.
Yeah, I think that was an unforced error.
I mean, I'll be honest, I'm kind of in favor of it being still in rewards because it's the only good thing that comes from rewards.
Yeah, I mean, it's not...
I've certainly noticed a lot more merits. And the merits do become more useful as you get those soulbound summoners that can use gladiator cards. So I appreciate the
setting
additional...
a long-term precedent for soulbound stuff.
Yeah, it certainly gives those cards a heck of a lot more utility than what they once had.
What was the rationale for the original shift to soulbound rewards? Was it shared?
Because rewards cards were too cheap.
And the gladiator cards were meant to go with brawls only.
Oh.
But that is not the case anymore.
It is not.
There
And
were three different titles.
I ranked better when there was no bloodlust in it.
But General Sloan. Grum.
No, that's what I'm saying. Before Grum, like
Not General Sloan.
Much as I love Grum, as soon as he was spoiled, I was like, "This is a mistake. Bloodlust should not be in ranked because it takes away from brawls."
It is fun mechanic, though.
It is. It's a very fun mechanic, and it was the best reason to be in a guild because it was the only way that you got to use it.
I'm gonna try and play some Bloodlust creatures here because it's a rebirth rule set.
I'm here playing on Bronze 2 on my phone by hand.
As opposed to not with your hand?
As opposed to using robotic, sentient nonsense. I don't even know.
I'm going to play Dragon. Because then I can never miss. And I'm going to play... Life. Or do I want to use Grum? No, I want to use Life. Because then I'll have more flying creatures to use. And the ultimate flying creature is Krallis. Okay, now we need someone in the middle.
Malcolm.
Haha. No. I don't know how to feel about Void Dragon being a tank, but Void Dragon is a tank. Everyone in my team has flying. Everyone on the enemy team has flying by virtue of their summoner.
Who's the summoner?
Bright and Bloom.
Bright and Bloom.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
And guess what? I didn't even bring a single Bloodlust. Or an opportunity.
Walls.
Did you bring a married Bloodlust?
No.
You know what? Maybe Ketrelba and Bertrell aren't brother and sister. Maybe they're husband and wife.
Oh. Quite the love story we got going on.
Maybe it's in the lore.
Mm-hmm.
I really should have brought someone with Scavenge.
I don't think they're in-laws.
Oh, I see what you did there.
They might be outlaws.
Yeah, using a martyr would have been a great idea as well, but it doesn't appear that I'm full of very great ideas.
Let me ask a silly question. If
That's what you do.
Yeah, I know. If Oceanus had thorns, would he be the most OP card in the game?
No.
Ooh.
Because Kitty is the most OP game in the card in the game.
Who is?
Kitty.
Oh, yeah.
You can't beat that True Strike.
God,
that Queen Mycelia has been resurrected like 14 times now. I'm so frustrated. At last, I got a permanent kill. And it's all over for me now. Oh, that was a tough battle. I'm going to go and do another one. And then I'm also going to yawn, because I'm a bit tired, boy.
How many days of leave are you taking after your surgery, Haldor?
Well, the doctor said that I should take at least a week off work, so I'll start there.
I would take 3.
I'd love to take 3 weeks off work.
I mean, I would take all my off.
All of my sick leave, the entire balance of it.
Yeah.
I'd get bored. I'd find things to do, but I'd get bored.
Well, you could start your own business during that time.
I can imagine all the marketing conversations I'd have. Rebirth again.
You could start making art for another project.
I don't know. I'd probably spend 3 weeks at the physiotherapist trying to get my back pain to dissipate.
Well, that's not a bad idea for
you. Just 3 days of 3 weeks of intense physiotherapy.
Are we allowed to mention sports scores on Splinterlands TV?
I guess. But first, if you had 150 to spend, would you buy a level 3 Osher or upgrade a Blight from level 2 to level 3? I'd probably go for the Osher. I think that obtaining a level 3 Osher is better than getting a card like Blight from 2 to 3.
This is predicated on already having Blight?
That's actually a really tough question.
Yeah, it is a very tough question. We'll have a look at that in a little bit more depth in just a moment. Because I'm going to do Llama, Goblin, Psychic, and hope for the best.
Best card in the game.
This may actually work. Oh no, it's Rebirth. It's definitely not going to work.
Famous last words.
Okay, there's my death. Now I get the Rebirth with 1 health, but then I didn't get another last stand. Alright, let's go to items. And go to... I miss the days where you could just go promo and get promo everything. So... legendary cards only, please. I don't know that it's the scavenge that makes Dr. Blight good. I think it's the poison and the affliction that makes Dr. Blight good.
It's the poison and the affliction that make Dr. Blight good. It's the camouflage and the scavenge that make him absolutely magnificent.
The other argument is that you could probably play Dr. Blight in more games than you could play Oshurin.
Yeah.
So I'd probably opt for Dr. Blight. Yeah, if you've already got a Dr. Blight level 2, you're only gaining scavenge, or you're gaining the ability to play Oshur. What's really great, though, is the ability to play both Oshur and Dr. Blight at the same time.
Ooh.
But then you have to be playing Dragon. Or you could just, you could just go buy Aziriel. No, I don't think that you should. I would rather... You know, in a vacuum, if I could only have Dr. Blight or Osher, I'd pick Dr. Blight every time.
That
because
sounds right.
Bestowing a disadvantage on my opponent is greater than sacrificing a slot in my collection for a card that's not going to do an enormous amount of damage. And Assure can sort of be replaced by many other cards in other splinters. So you've got many other resurrections, you've got many other heals. I mean, every splinter has a resurrect. Except for fire, I don't think fire's got a native resurrection. Hopefully that'll be in Rebellion. That might be the one Rebellion card I buy. Is a fire card with a resurrection.
What if there was a death card with heal?
There is a death card with heal. It's called.
Wait, isn't that a really old?
Corrupted Pegasus.
Oh,
and it's what made me. It's what made me love Death Splinter again. Because I always wanted to really love Death Splinter.
Me too.
But Death is much more fun to play in Wild than it is in Modern. Yeah, Earth's got a resurrect as well. There it is, Corrupted Pegasus. Look at that beautiful, beautiful card. Flying, Reach, Strengthen, and at level 3, Tank Heal.
Oh, it's at level 3. Okay.
It's an utterly ridiculous card.
Yeah.
Although its artwork seems quite dated.
A wee bit.
Every once in a dark moon, a highly skilled sorcerer of Mortis may have the opportunity to enlist the soul of a Pegasus. Living Pegasus can only be found in the harsh deserts of Draknyak. I don't know if I said that right. Where dark Eternals are killed on sight. Corrupted Pegasus are mighty in dark magical power, but more importantly, they are one of the only creatures of the dark who can perform healing spells. The Lord of Darkness rewards his sorcerers well for making the perilous journey, unless they return without a Pegasus.
Ooh.
It's a great card.
It's a very dramatic description.
The Lord of Darkness is pretty dramatic himself.
That is true.
I really like the skin for Lord of Darkness. It's so much better than the default artwork.
Does using skins give you any bonus in game?
No.
No.
But look at the default.
No, I know.
It's just
certainly
it's garbage. The default is garbage.
some guy gave me a Lord of Darkness. Some weird guy with a beard.
All guys with beards are weird.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So this guy has this weird voice that's oddly soothing. Then he gives you a card called Lord of Darkness, and you're like, "What just happened?"
Yeah, I think I remember seeing that happen, actually.
Were you there, Rick? Yeah, I think you were, eh?
Yeah. Wait, do I have 2 Jared Scars? Oh, one of them's only 3 BCX. I don't even know how many cards I have. I have 3 maxed Oceanus.
You have Oceanus maxed out 3 times?
Yes.
Okay. So Oceanus is going to be working land for you?
Yes, I have a lot of lakes.
I have 1 lake.
I have a
I've got 3.
I have a dizzying amount of lakes.
Isn't your keep underwater?
Yes.
Are you going to give, like, you've already decided which creatures are going on which plot, right?
Yes, I have a spreadsheet.
I know. Is Oceanus at least getting a respectable land, or is he just going on a common?
I don't think he's got enough production power to go on a respectful plot of land.
Wait, what determines PB again?
Everything.
Oh.
So let's go water, sort by my production points, then do a control F. Sharnus? Do you know Sharnus has 1500 production? My beta water elemental, which is not even maxed out, has 1960 production.
Oh.
A cruel cephalopod in gold foil has more production than a Genoshanus.
Is this cruel cephalopod maxed out?
Yes.
Okay.
This is Holozor we're talking about. He only talks max level cards.
No, sometimes he's like one card short and complains.
An alpha frost giant has 15,000 production power.
Wow. I wonder if there are cases where it's better to play to make a like single BCX alpha play versus a like mid-level Chaos Legion card.
Well, the thing that I probably need to consider is where does it become better for me to use fire creatures in a lake than it does water creatures, because I'm pretty sure I could employ a Zaurin Ifrit, which has 7,500 production power in a lake, take that 50% production penalty and still be more productive than a Genoshanus in a lake.
Yeah. Which is pretty hilarious.
Because it's an old card. It's like a beta reward, if I recall correctly. So I didn't take any of that stuff into consideration when I was doing my analysis.
Oh.
But it'll be pretty easy to basically go, okay, when I get to cards that are less than 3,250 production, I should consider fire cards in this situation instead.
Couldn't you just build a pivot table from the beginning?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did do that.
I would have been shocked if you hadn't, actually.
I've still got that spreadsheet, but show land types. So show land type colors, but then lakes should be blue, right? Geography colors. That's what I want. Yeah. So I have many lakes and rivers. They are the blue and the light blue. I have some plains. And then I have many. I've got 2 swamps, actually. So I can use my Corrupted Pegasus on my land. If you sold that water elemental, how many Maxed Oceanus could you buy? You know, that brings me to a thing that I've always wanted to do. If I ever came into possession of a ludicrously expensive supercar, like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or something, I'd love to drive that to a Toyota dealership and ask them, how many Yaris could I get for this?
Trade-in value only?
Yeah. Hello, I'd like to trade this in for a Yaris.
Hello, I'd like to trade this in for your entire parking lot.
Let's see how much a water elemental would be on the market. Because my water elemental isn't actually maxed out. It's at 41 BCX. So buy water elemental would be 0.87 times by 41. Yeah, you could start a cab business with all those Toyota Yaris's. $35.67 for that card, presumably. And Oceanus would be $8.80 each. So divided by 8.8. You could get 4 maxed Oceanus for that water elemental.
Wow.
And I'd probably get 4 Yaris for that 1 Lamborghini.
I think you'd get more than
More than that.
Nah. It's trade-in. They give you half the face value, if that. Maybe there should be somebody who opens a used car lot on their Splinterlands land. Except instead of it being used cards, it's used cards. I think that would be
I'm pretty
funny.
sure Jarvie already did that.
Yeah, I mean, Peak Monster's an amazing used car lot.
And without the pushy salesman either.
And all the cards are mint.
Without the lying salesman. Because you actually get what you buy on Peak Monsters. Although it'd be cool to have odometers on cards to say, like, this card's lost 483 battles. Not how many it's won, only how many it's lost. I think that would be a great addition to the game. But, you know, you were talking about some sort of sports ball and a score.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, in a shocker in the opening game of the Women's World Cup,
Which is
New
being
Zealand.
held in Australia. You're talking about Suka.
Yeah, New Zealand defeated Norway.
How I knew I'd have a
No
reasonably
way.
how I knew I'd have a reasonably good mellow day. I think Jagged's trying to farm upvotes here. He's wearing the t-shirt he made with my face on it. Too famous. So that's Jagged, everybody. He put it on the blockchain so I can show it publicly. We missed another land deadline. This is fine. Wants to roll out another 50 tokens. I think the 50 tokens is part of the actual function of the land expansion. Some would say they are. But then we have that conversation that we've had previously about, does everything need to be a token?
No.
And some things don't need to be tokens. I mean, did you know that grain is a transferable token?
Yep.
I prefer
We literally do not need any tokens.
I prefer the time crystal. Because if I use all my time... there's my next proposal. If I burn time crystals, I get land quicker.
Ooh.
I know that's exactly what time crystals will be used in game for, like to accelerate the production of things. But can I give my time? Can we, as a Splinterlands community, collectively give our time crystals to the team and get them to release land tomorrow?
They can hire more devs. Because burning imaginary resources.
My strategy on time crystals is to not use them immediately.
That makes sense.
But to use them when I really hit some wall of massively long upgrade. And to then leapfrog other players that would be coming up against that wall.
Oh, interesting approach.
That would be my tactic. At least I feel like that would be the wisest way to do it. Not to use them all immediately.
So once your lands are all fully staffed, how many more creatures are you going to have for land surfing?
I think it'll be something like 300, which will be what, 80 plots?
Well, I'm going to have a swamp available.
Well, my death creatures are certainly not going to get consumed by my two swamps. Yeah, that'll be an interesting tactic as well. And I wonder if I'll be able to use totems on the surfed land, or whether it's just monsters. Because I know a guy who can give me a pretty big supply of totems. In fact, he already sent me more totems than I need.
Well, I can say definitively, if you're surfing on my land, and it has to be the landowner's totem. You can send me one. I'll put it on for you. And whenever you're done, I would send it back.
Sean NFT. Holizer wants to sell everything, but nobody want to buy. Yeah, I'd sell my cameras at this point. I don't realistically see the next time I'm going to get the opportunity to use them for productive work. I'd sell my sim racing wheel at this point, and my VR headset, and my Nintendo Switch. There's lots of things that I'd be like, yeah, I could live without this.
I would greatly like to be in a position to take you up on those last two.
And my Nintendo Switch is like an OG Nintendo Switch, which you can do software things to play lots of different software.
I don't even know anything about Nintendo Switch except that my daughter loves Animal Crossing, so it would be cool to be able to play with her.
That's the one game I don't have.
I mean, I can get the game.
Yeah.
Console is something else.
I'm working on my first meme. How do I get it to that peaked post? Well, you go to the Splinterlands memes community. Then you'll see in the top right hand corner the option to write a post. You would make a heading. You would then go create your meme and grab the link, and then you'd paste in your link to your meme. Then you'd go hit these tags down the bottom if you're lazy and don't want to put in your own tags. Then you would just hit publish, and then it would be live on a chain of Hive. And you get your preview window on the right and your text box on the left. You're explaining to your son how you used to have to drive up to a photo booth. Yeah. I remember having like birthday photos and stuff being dropped off at the local pharmacy for processing. And then I remember when I learned how to hand develop film. That was fun.
Film? What's that?
Yeah, film. And how many useless photos we paid for and had duplicates made? Yeah. It's actually like the commercial photo lab is such a far cry from actually working in a darkroom by hand.
Oh, really? I guess.
If you gave me a negative and sent me to the darkroom and said I want 2 identical copies of this, yes, I could do 2 identical copies of it, but they wouldn't really be 2 identical copies because different photons of light would have hit the paper. The one thing I don't miss about darkrooms though is the smell. Those chemicals are nasty. Remember getting a paycheck in a manila envelope. I remember those little currency bags, but I never got a paycheck in there. I just remember I think sometimes my father's pay came in those. Maybe. I don't remember very well. But yeah, there's lots of stuff. I remember there being newsstands in the middle of the street where you could go buy a newspaper.
Newspaper? What's that?
Things that hot chips used to come wrapped in. Can you tell that I want hot chips? I think after my stream I'm going to go get hot chips. Appreciated those duplicates. The first divorce split right down the middle. Scissors or just cutting them horizontally, vertically. These days you can't just cut them. You've got to know someone with Photoshop to alter those images.
No, hard bias. Cut from corner to corner.
Corner to corner. It's like a sandwich. Do you cut it diagonally or straight?
You don't cut it.
Yeah, I don't cut my sandwiches either.
If you're doing anything, you cut it into 4 pieces.
Oh.
If I'm cutting a sandwich, it's because I'm selling it.
Because you get more by selling the 2 halves.
if I'm cutting a sandwich, it's because it's either a toasty, or as you call them, or it's because I'm serving them as canapes.
Have you heard of fairy bread? Either of you?
Yes, but I don't know what it is.
Okay. So fairy bread is an Australian delicacy for children. And it is the plainest, whitest bread you can find.
Oh, with butter and something.
Hundreds and thousands. Which are basically the sprinkles that you put on top of ice cream that are rainbow colored.
Yes, Meredith is American and used to have this fairy toast. Yes.
Yeah. Fairy bread. You don't toast it.
Right. No, because Meredith was telling me about it, but I think they made it slightly differently.
No, there is no other way to make it. It is bread, butter, or margarine, depending on your preference.
Ugh.
And then the hundreds and thousands are sprinkled on top. And then you eat it.
I think Meredith's family just sprinkled sugar.
That's the wrong way to do it. It needs to have the rainbow effect. Otherwise, look, I'm just going to Google fairy bread.
Think of all the microplastics.
But this here is the look of childhood. And if you want it to be really special, instead of using butter, you could use Nutella.
Ooh.
I've never met someone who's done it with Vegemite, but if you want to go for it, be my guest.
I'll do it.
I mean, there's some on its way to me, so maybe I'll try it when it gets here.
Yeah.
Rick, have you had Vegemite or Promite or Marmite
I have
before?
not.
Oh boy, you're in for a shock.
I want to see Rick do it live on video.
Yeah, Rick's first...
Wearing the shirt.
Wearing the shirt.
And we need you to not Google how much to put on. Like, you need to...
No, with you get a piece of toast, treat it like peanut butter is my suggestion.
Yep, exactly.
If you treat it like peanut butter and you can tolerate it, you're gonna do okay.
You can treat it like peanut butter and you can tolerate it. You'll be dead at 40.
Sounds like a win to me. Means I got a year and a couple of months left. Let's do this.
But will you still be around when land is out?
No.
My God, I'm almost 40. That's insane.
Did you know that time actually travels faster the older that you get, or at least your perception of time is, because your internal brain's refresh rate slows, essentially. So
Also
when you're young, you get
is proportionally less of your life.
Yes.
Like when you're 10 years old, 1 year is 10%. When you're 40 years old, 1 year is 2.5%.
Yeah. But there's the pituitary gland, I think, in your brain. Yeah, the one I can't pronounce, like all the parts of the brain. It basically seeks input from all of your senses every X moments.
Mm-hmm.
And as you age, it seeks those updates from your senses less frequently, so you perceive time to be going quicker because there is more time between the input that you receive, which is also why your reflexes go slower as you age.
Oh. Wonder if there are ways to exercise your pituitary gland.
But then you just wear it out quicker. And then time would go really fast.
And you get wrecked.
Or something like that. I could be wrong. I'm not a neurophysicist or neuroscientist or neurologist or whatever the people who study the brains are. I'm just a person.
You're just barely a person.
Yeah, very much.
You're allegedly human.
Allegedly. I'm gonna see if we can get the chat to be livened up a little bit.
Oh no, you're gonna do that thing.
It doesn't seem to be leveling up. Squiggly bits is a great keyword, Jagged. Thank you.
Oh, now I have to actually. Oh wait, no. I can just do this.
I gotta find my phone, open the Twitch app. So much work.
Do you give out twice the giveaways? No, I don't give out twice the giveaways. I give them out once. Squiggly Bits is such a great name. For Mr. Squiggle, the man from the moon, who I think I've spoken about on the stream before. He's an Australian icon.
I would have a very specific policy. I would have a very specific policy.
I'm getting an echo through my headphones.
I killed it.
Thank you.
Oh, what was it coming from?
Just loading up the stream and
We've got a first time chatter, but not a first time Twitcher.
yeah, and he legit installed Twitch on his phone just for you.
Yeah, Squawker Till is actually my friend, IRL.
Oh, cool.
Hello, friend of Paula.
Every Tuesday night, they and we stream on my personal channel.
It's that friend.
It's that friend, yes.
Hello, that friend.
And recently we've been playing Dungeon Siege 2, and it's been great fun. And I'm going to be very sad when it's over.
I like that friend.
I'm going to be exceptionally sad. Hopefully I'm entertaining you, even if it's, about a game that I'm not really talking about Splinterlands all that much, apart from all that economic discussion that we had earlier and the battles that I lost. Yeah, I do have friends. Most of them are here in this Twitch chat. But the other ones, I hope, will find me one day. Okay, we have 38 eligible users out of 69, so that's about half. It's almost... No, I don't know. I'm bad at maths, so let's not go there. Let's just pick a winner.
It's exactly 38.69.
Yeah, there's now 70 people watching the stream. But JB Saints gets to ascend to the winner's circle, because that's what Saints do. They ascend. Let's see. I know slightly something about Roman Catholicism, because that's where saints originate, right? I don't know. But Demon Lurker.
I thought they just
Demon
came
Lurker?
marching.
Wow, what a Freudian slip. Demon Lurker? No, Deep Lurker. In gold foil. It does kind of look like a demon, though, the Deep Lurker.
It is.
And I don't know, what would Mr. Squiggle make of the Deep Lurker? What could he turn that illustration into? Meanwhile, everyone's like, who's Mr. Squiggle? If you're Australian, you get it. If you're not Australian, then you need to go investigate Mr. Squiggle. Not Dr. Squiggle. I don't know if there is a Dr. Squiggle.
I thought you were about to say Dr. Squiggle is something you do not want to investigate.
Saint Lurker was one of those priests who had to be moved around a lot. Jesus, Jagged. Jesus.
If only Jagged knew what we were talking about earlier.
It's always Jagged. Jagged is such a sharp wit. It's his pitchfork I'd want the most when wandering the streets with a torch in one hand. All right, what's our next word gonna be? I don't know. Let's go pitchfork. Pitchfork or land. I think that there's not going to be another Splinterfest until land is out, because otherwise people will literally attend Splinterfest with pitchforks. And I would probably be one of them people. How did you get a pitchfork from Australia here, Holazor? I didn't. I specifically went to a hardware store before coming here to go buy a pitchfork.
I can't read the word.
It's pitchfork or land.
With or without a space?
with spaces between each word.
Lovely.
There
Thank
being
you.
3 words.
Oh, I could have just looked at the chat.
I really want to buy
Yeah, you
pitchforks for my land in Splinterlands, and then I can cultivate the land with the pitchfork as its intended purpose. Is pitch still a business thing done by peasants anymore? I wouldn't know. I'm not a peasant. I own much land. And then you spelt pitchfork wrong.
Did I?
Yes. Pit X H fork.
I'm on a mobile. Can't even see what I'm doing.
I pity the fork.
Yeah, that's definitely wrong.
It's all right. You're not going to win anyway.
How do you know?
We're back at
Did you just
39.
Pitchfork.
The winner
fork.
is Are You There?
Oh, I did?
Not you. Not you. Get out of here with your main character syndrome. It is a gold foil boot tops. Hill Giant. Congratulations.
I did think it was hilarious last week when you ran it, I won it, and Ron's like, "How is Rick winning in your stream so much?"
Our next keyword is going to be I want chips. Because I want chips.
Oh, I'm typing it before you're done.
See if I type it right this time.
I hope you type it wrong. I want chips about the TV show about motorcycle cops. There was a TV show here in Australia called Water Rats, which was about police that were on the water.
They're
As
called
in,
rats?
like, water cops, you know, the cops that drive around in boats.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you opened your land, Rick? Titero wants to know. You surveyed it, right?
Yeah,
And you got?
a swamp.
A swamp. I want sheeps. No, I don't want any sheeps.
A regular, basic swamp.
So you just got your natural environment that you're surrounded by currently.
Yeah, no, so yeah, it's like Rick on the mountain, first land, mountain. Rick lives in a swamp, next land, swamp.
When's your state of despair land gonna be surveyed? Or apathy? I think a swamp probably displays apathy.
Well, may or may not be apathetic, but it's definitely pathetic.
Well, there is a suburb in the state in which I live here in South Australia that is called Dismal Swamp. And I've always...
You tell someone your address and they think you're like making it up because you don't want them to know where you live.
But no, yeah, there is an actual place in Australia that's called Dismal Swamp. And I kind of want to go live there just so I can have my mail directed to Dismal Swamp.
There's a place
And
it's called Disappointment Valley.
oh, that's great.
There's also a city in New Mexico called Truth or Consequence.
Because you know what the name of my suburb is, Rick? It is the complete opposite of what you just said. It's Hope Valley, the suburb I live in.
Lols.
But there's also there's a Happy Valley here in South Australia.
There's a Happy Valley in Pennsylvania, and not many happy things happen there, unfortunately.
There's also, but yeah, back to the Dismal Swamp thing. I'd want to go live in a place called Dismal Swamp, and then go and order things from like all the like feel good about yourself companies, like go order some cosmetics, bath salts, all those sorts of like, you know, personal care products, and then ring them up like 2 or 3 days later and just be like, where's my delivery? I live in Dismal Swamp. I need your products.
There's a town's name in Canada that I really want to live in, and I can't say the name of the town on Splinterlands TV.
Pokepox, congratulations. you win something. Let's see what it is. It's a Chaos Knight.
Congrats.
From the Chaos Legion.
Hey, Kevin, you want to hear the achievement that I just unlocked?
Please.
Make 10 quintillion cookies just from grandma's.
Holy moly.
I can't turn that into a keyword. What is another thing that I could consume?
Maybe this can inspire you. I'm about to do something absolutely degenerate.
Mhm.
I am about to take a Lindt chocolate bar and put a square of Lindt in my mouth at a time and melt the Lindt with black coffee.
Why not just drop the Lindt into the coffee and then let it melt in there, then drink the coffee? That is what normal people do.
I like my way better.
Nobody has ever accused Kevin of being normal, sir.
Well, I'm just trying to get him over that tenuous line in the sand.
Trying to coach me. No, you're trying to groom me, right?
Somebody's got to do it. What did you miss, Garlic? You missed me wanting chips. You missed us talking about the proposals. You missed us talking about land. You missed us talking about Rift Watchers.
And you missed, we gave away a gold foil kitty to Commander Bawang.
Yeah. I still have my wisdom teeth until Monday on my left side of my mouth. They're still there. Yeah, you missed also that joke about me saying that if we all pulled together our time crystals that we got from our land, whether or not we could get that. He gave Daru land. No, if I ever did that, I'm certain it would be clipped. This is why Bootop's no one's covering for me. I want people to miss me. I want there to be eerie silence on Splinterlands TV when I'm not here, while I'm suffering.
It's very gothic of you.
It is. I am a goth on the inside.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
What are you, a Visigoth?
No, I'm not one of those raiding types. I'm more of one of those brooding types. Unfortunately, I can't wear nail polish to the surgery. Otherwise, I could paint my nails black, but they need to actually monitor your fingernails for your blood oxygen saturation and all that sort of stuff. But it would be fun to rock up to surgery like in full goth attire, eyeliner
You can still wear the black lipstick though.
No, because they need to know whether your lips are turning blue or not. I love the goth lifestyle. I really do. I like the music. I like the fashion. It's just as a man, there's not much of it available. Fake fangs? I'm having dental surgery. How do you think they'd feel about me having fake fangs in my mouth? It would be a hilarious gag, though.
I just did it, not even realizing that it was a salted caramel chocolate bar, and oh my god, is this good.
Or you rock up with the fake fangs in your mouth at the surgery, and then they just pull them out, and they're like, yeah, we're done. That'll be, $2,000 now. It'd be like, no. I also said, Commander Garlic, that I'd want them to, make me a trophy that is of the teeth. Maybe I didn't say that. Maybe I'm just making it up.
You said that, but I don't think you said it on here.
Yeah, that's probably the reason I won't be streaming on Monday, is because I'd be just probably still under the impacts of anesthesia, and who knows what I'd be saying. I mean, I'm barely coherent as it is normally. Put anesthesia into the mix, and there's trouble. Actually, there's our keyword. There's our next keyword, trouble. Because when I was driving my wife to an appointment today, that was a Taylor Swift song that was playing on the radio.
I've never knowingly heard of it. I'm sure I have, but I've never known.
You know how we just had that conversation about me wishing that I was a goth and able to externalize the fact that I was a goth, I'd still listen to Taylor Swift.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying
she's
she's
definitely
bad.
good.
I hear she's really good and can actually play instruments and stuff.
Yeah, a piano, a voice,
Guitar too, I think.
an audience.
Yep.
The heartstrings of the various men she's broken up with along the way.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I would find probably annoying.
She's very self-aware, though. I mean, one of her songs goes, "Hey, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me."
I think that should be my anthem. I should play
Right?
that at
It is
work all the
mine.
time.
Maybe she needs to be more self-aware before things happen. And not be the problem.
We got all these Tay-Tay fans in the house now. This is officially a Taylor Swift appreciation stream.
It's not Tay-Tay, though. It's T-Swizzle. Come on.
T-Swizzle, what?
T-Swizzle. Get it right.
What? It's the first time I've ever heard that in my life. Alright, let's see who's getting into trouble then. It's Outrix. Outrix is getting into trouble. And what's the problem going to be?
Me, obviously. Yeah.
Go for it.
Have we decided what card you represent? It's a Hardy Stonefish, by the way, for the prize there.
A gold or non-gold foil?
A regular foil.
Oh.
If it was gold, it wouldn't be very hardy. I mean, it's a relatively soft metal.
Yeah. All those reactions of not like this. Oh, that's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Such a great emote, but it's not as good as my favorite emote, which is the shush emote. This one. So good. Just took me way too long to do it in the chat. So I'm going to have shush as our keyword and hope that we get a whole bunch of emotes in the chat. Need to restart the PC. Oh no. Yeah, here we go. The emotes are coming through. All right, well, you need a capital S, by the way, everybody, to have the emote come through.
Well, for the emote, yes. To be entered, technically, no, because it's not case sensitive.
Yes, but Don't Rope just said that they got their first meme up, so let's go investigate. Explore not the SPS proposal section, the Splinterlands meme section.
Walk the grid. You misspelled shush.
Warning.
To be fair, that's not how I would spell it.
Land surfing in the US. Warning. Trespassers will be shot. Survivors will be shot again.
Yeah,
Come on now, Larkin.
That's one for you, Kevin.
Yeah, no. Seriously, if anyone surfs on my land, I mean, I'm going to leave my land
legal proceedings
empty, and then I will send boot hops to my land to clear it out. Then once again, leave my land empty and just currently kick people off my land with boot hops.
I actually quite like that idea. I would buy and sponsor those boot hops and supply them to you. That is an excellent
You don't even need to buy them.
there,
Just watch Splinterlands TV for a minute.
Here we go. I love this meme format, by the way, and it's so well done. Look, the pupper even has an SPS crystal, a splinter shard in its mouth. Please play to earn. No sell. Only stake.
Well done.
That is exceptional. That is brilliant. That is one of the greatest memes I've seen on our memes community. Thank you.
It is very good.
That is excellent. That took me like an hour on paint. So good, Don't Rope. So good.
I'm gonna give them my 0.001 hive.
In fact, I feel like you should just go put that in just the general chat on the Splinterlands Discord and just enjoy the chaos that ensues. No sale, only steak. There's a similar one that talks about like inflation and like the dog represents boomers, and it's like no saving, only spend. and millennials are like, please, can have house now.
No buy, only rent.
No buy, only rent. Well, that could also be said of SPS for some people.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Brilliant, Don't Rope. Absolutely brilliant. So good. One of the best things I've seen all day. You know, I had a pretty busy day today in my day job, and that is the thing that has cheered me up the most today. So thank you. It's not just about burning DEC in this memes community. It's also about cheering each other up while we wait for land. Oh, you could do it with land as well. No land 1.5.
But land is never coming.
All right, let's see who's going to win the shush. If it's Don't Rope, that'll be so fitting. Nope, it's 0kbads or Jeff QT. That's the Hive username. Although that is a new username that I have not seen before on the Splinterlands TV, so congratulations. Let's see what we're going to get. New zero squad with a Kulu Swim Hunter. Nice. Just a regular foil Kulu Swim Hunter.
Oh man, watching Rondon explain to Aggie the zero thing during the town hall was really fun.
The cargo cult of the zeros.
Yeah.
Actually, that can be our next keyword. Zero cargo cult. A keyword has never come to me more vividly or clearly.
I take credit.
Yeah. That was funny. I mean, I was one of the first to have a zero in my username, and I never won anything. Because I've always had a zero in my username. I mean, so has Techie. Techie's always been Techie004. And, you know, that reminds me of another great song. Zero by Smashing Pumpkins. That's very goth of me, isn't it?
It's a good song.
It is.
Actually, Mrs. on the Mountain and I had been talking about doing a rather significant nod to Smashing Pumpkins in the wedding.
Nice.
Very nice.
Zero's sort of like one of those passive-aggressive love songs, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's exactly the number of times you'll win if you have a zero in your name. How come Aggie never hangs out with us anymore? Probably because he's getting sleep.
Hey, I've had a zero in my name since the beginning, too.
Yeah, you've been carrying the zero. You've been carrying it for all of these people.
For years.
That's why your back is so sore.
It's my hip.
Back, hip, they're all interconnected.
Sort of.
He's busy pumping SPS. He's just there with a bike pump. Trying to inflate a novelty-sized splinter shard. Nah, Rick's doing cookie clicker. That's the clicking. Misses on the mountain sounds like Rick is playing Splinterlands. Oh, get it? Get it? Because scatter shot.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well played.
Very well done, Walk the Grid. Appreciate that comedy. It took me a while to grasp that as well. Oh, you know what we should do? Although we really shouldn't, because it's probably a terrible idea. I'm trying to think of a Splinterlands character that can turn into one of those inflatable things that you see outside used car dealerships with the flailing hands.
A wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube, man. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube.
That thing. There's so many Splinterlands characters that could do that. Kulu Swim Hunter. Mile. There's just thorns on the end of it. It just pierces itself.
Flying squid, only upside down.
Cursed Windiku. Void Dragon would also work well for it. Oh, so many characters would work with it. I've had Vindaloo twice in the last month.
I'll have one Vindaloo.
Vindaloo's amazing. I had a lamb one, then I had a chicken one.
We were chatting when you ordered it.
Yeah.
I believe you told me you ordered it because
it was cheaper. The chicken one was cheaper than the lamb one. Yes. That, and I do like spicy things.
Yeah, so do I.
Cornelius for Halloween as an inflatable. Yeah, I could get behind that. All right, we've got 48 eligible users. Let's see who's the winner of the cargo call is. I really hope it's no one with a 0 in their name. It's it's Rick on the mountain.
Wow. And it's gonna be the kitty. I can feel it this time.
It's gonna be the kitty. Is it not gonna be the kitty? If it's the kitty, I demand tithe. Oh no, it's a deep lurker. So yeah, you did indeed miss that mountain.
Card.
Yeah, Rick, how do you keep winning on my show?
Because it's Rick.
I gotta go through and count how many that I've done now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was the last one. So
how much do they dock your pay for each extra one you do?
I don't know. I'd probably just go buy the card and
I'm sure you will
send it for tribute if I were to make a mistake such as not being able to count to 6.
What's the cheapest card in Splinterlands?
There's lots of 1-cent cards.
You can't really find.
Let's go find out. Market. Wait. Will it not let me sort the market by price? Oh, yes.
If you go to Monster Market, it'll auto sort by cheapest at the top.
Yeah, it's retained my previous filtering.
Oh.
1 cent will get you a Heatsmith, a Pelacor Deceiver, a Gargoyle Lion, a Vampire Bat, a Murd Hampier, an Ever Hungry Skull, a Bloodmaker, a Pelacor Mercenary, a Pelacor Bandit, a Pelacor Conjurer, a Carrion Shade, a Gargoyle Scrapper, a Sunkai Harvester, a Hardy Stonefish, a Crypt Beetle. So you could buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 distinct cards you could buy for a centerpiece.
So because this is crypto, I would buy 14 of each for 42 cards, and I would spend a 1-hour stream giving 42 1-cent cards away. I would not speak.
You just give out the cards at random. But then, how many cards are there at 2 cents?
You know what? I would buy 26 2-cent cards.
Only 7 2-cent cards.
So I'd have to give away $1.02. Sorry, that extra 2 cents will bust my budget.
Wow. There's 21 3-cent cards.
Wonder how many cents.
You know how I said I'd sponsor those boot hops on your land? They're only 2 cents now.
Man, I'm shocked they're 2 cents. I thought they were 1 cent.
Yeah, when you didn't name Hill Giant, I was very surprised.
Yeah.
So was I. I really thought it was a 1 cent card, and I thought Cruel Cephalopod was as well.
I mean, it is one that comes out of packs as opposed to one that was formerly a reward card.
Yeah, but you named Hardy Stonefish, and that's also packs.
Correct.
True.
What about gold
And
foil?
Hardy.
What's the cheapest gold foil? 31 cents. And it is a Pellicle Deceiver. Man, that Stitch Leech is so cheap in gold foil. 49 cents. Wow.
How much would it cost to max it out?
$20. There's a $20 maxed out one on the market right now,
Wow.
which is theft, in my opinion. That's a bargain.
Well, you should steal it.
No, then I'd be even longer before I could raise my next proposal. But you don't have a Stitch Leech that you're currently using, do you?
I don't believe so. Let me go check.
Because I do have several planes that I could use a Stitch Leech on. Because I already have a gold foil Stitch Leech.
I do not.
Yeah. It is very tempting. But I'm sure as I scroll through the cards, I'll see other ones that I'll be like, what? So cheap?
Oh, actually, I do have a gold Stitch Leech. It's a single BCX.
Ah.
And I think that is... Yeah, that's one that actually I own. Yay!
Hmm. Wow. Gold foil summoners are cheap too.
Cheap is a very relative thing in as much as...
Well, when you take into account the fact that Obsidian and the like were $30 in gold foil.
I know.
$30. I bought my first gold foil Obsidian for $85.
Dang.
Of
How many
course,
BCX was that?
that was the day that Chaos came out, but
And that was 1 BCX?
yeah.
Dang.
Oh, I knew that she was going to go down and was not going to hold that value. I didn't care. It was the summoner that I needed for my deck. I already had the team behind her. I just needed that summoner.
Right.
And y'all know how I feel about gold foils. So I was like, okay, well, this is going to happen. I don't care. And I don't regret it.
Ironically, Kelly is worth $9, even though so many of them have been burned.
Well, Jim left Splinterlands TV, so the burning has stopped.
The fire was finally extinguished.
How many Kellys do you think he burned?
Many.
Like a financially irresponsible amount?
Well, he never burnt his gold foil Lux Vega. That would have been financially irresponsible.
I mean, at some point, Kelly was worth like a few dollars, wasn't she?
Yep.
Yeah.
They all were. Even Sloan used to be worth like $5.
39 cents for regular foil Sloan now. You know, it's at this point that I wonder if it's potentially viable to max out my Stormbringer.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think it isn't, It's still another $230. Well, actually more than that. This is 115 BCX. I've got 61 of them. Yeah, it'd still be in the realm of $300 to go from 7 to 8, which is crazy.
We bet, eh?
I mean, I could buy 100 maxed out 1 cent commons for that price, almost. $4 a pop. 300 divided by 4. I can't do maths. No, I can't even type. It'd be 75 maxed out commons. I wonder how Uraeus is doing, because I have a significant number of Uraeus.
That's putting it mildly.
Some would say an irresponsible number of Uraeus. And we want to go for epics only, please. $0.10 each. They've pretty much held their price as to where I got them from. There's only 500 of them on the market, though.
Just buy them all.
You've already got it. You've already got so many. Just buy some more.
Just go flesh golem on it.
Just go flesh golem on it. Well, I've got 103 maxed ones, and there's how many in circulation? 266,000. So just on the basis of 103 divided by 266,625. It can't be expressed as something that's an actual decimal number. It's doing orders and scientific notation, and I'm not a mathematician. But no, it's 104 Uraeus I own. Oh dear. That's an awful lot of Uraeus right there.
Yeah.
Might I divert your attention to the fact that they're all maxed out?
Ooh.
Except for this last one. It's only 20 BCX, so I should really buy 26 BCX of Uraeus.
Yeah, because you got to still have one to play when the rest of the working day.
It's like the only thing that I play. No, these will be land surfing snakes.
Oh, Lance.
I will put 25 Uraeus on Kevin's land. 5 on each plot.
Don't tread on me.
But we have 2 minutes left on the stream. Thank you all for coming along and being bored by my company. Again, I won't be here on Monday. I will be in pain, being surgically surgeried. And then I'll try and be back for my Thursday stream, but if I'm not back by then I'm probably dead or still unable to speak. One of these two things. Either way, it's a win-win situation for all of you because you don't have to put up with me. And in the meantime, wisdom teeth are getting ripped out, Cray. So nothing major. In the words of a Marshall Mathers, I will not be shaking the table while he's operating. But it will be going through my head.
The word was rocking.
Yeah, that's right. That is how it goes.
I know that you got a job, Miss Cheney, but your husband's heart problem's complicated.
Yes. I listened to that so much in high school. I think we all did. Now we feel old. But we've got a delusional streamer coming up next. They go by the name Commander Bawa and Commander Garlic. They have a little bit of energy in their stream. They have a little bit of a little bit of this, and you'll be in touch with them momentarily. So thanks again. Enjoy your evening, and cheers. Good night.
Bye bye. Have a wonderful day.